Have you ever looked at a bad piece of land and thought, nothing will grow here? Hard soil, dry soil, rocky ground, clay soil that floods in winter and cracks in summer. Many people look at that kind of land and give up. But let me tell you something I learned after many years watching plants, roots, and natural food. Sometimes the problem is not the soil. Sometimes you are simply trying to plant the wrong tree in the wrong place. My name is Zion. I'm 55 years old, and today I want to show you fruit trees that thrive exactly where other plants fail. Trees that do not need perfect soil, trees that do not ask for fertilizer all the time, trees that do not beg for constant water. Old trees, strong trees, productive trees, forgotten by modern gardening. And stay with me until the end, because some of these trees do more than survive in poor soil. They can actually improve the place where they grow. If this kind of knowledge helps you, hit the like button at the beginning and subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about plants with simplicity, experience, and respect for the earth. Let's begin with a tree many grandparents knew well, the mulberry tree. Mulberry is one of those trees that does not ask permission to live. It grows in compacted soil, clay soil, forgotten backyards, roadsides, and places where many fruit trees struggle. That happens because mulberry roots are strong, deep, and aggressive. Over time, they break through hard soil and open space where everything once seemed locked. Many people only think about the fruit, but when I look at mulberry, I see a recovery tree. It gives shade, it gives food, it attracts birds, it helps life return to the soil. And when it starts producing, my people, it produces heavily. A mature mulberry tree can give a lot of fruit in one season, sweet, dark berries full of color and strength. The problem with mulberry is not getting it to produce. The problem is harvesting everything before the birds arrive. And to me, that is the sign of a generous tree. Now, if mulberry loves difficult soil, the next tree seems to laugh at difficulty. The fig tree. The fig tree is ancient, very ancient. Before many cultures organized their fields, humans already knew the fig, and it is easy to understand why. The fig tree grows in impossible places, cracks between stones, dry hillsides, shallow soil, alkaline ground, places with almost no organic matter. You look at it and say, nothing can grow here. And the fig answers, yes it can. Its roots enter tiny cracks, search for moisture, hold on wherever they can, and turn almost nothing into food. That is a lesson. Not every plant needs comfort to produce. Some were made to overcome scarcity. And figs are real food. Sweet, rich, strong, excellent fresh or dried. In the right climate, a fig tree can produce heavily and for many years. For anyone with dry, rocky, or abandoned land, the fig tree may be one of the best choices. It does not want too much pampering. It wants sun, drainage, and freedom. Now let's talk about a plant born in harsh regions, where heat and drought teach who can survive. Pomegranate. Pomegranate is a tree of endurance. It comes from dry regions with poor, dry, alkaline soil full of gravel. While other trees ask for rich soil and constant water, pomegranate prefers the challenge. And here is the mistake many people make. If you plant pomegranate in soil that is too rich, with too much fertilizer and too much water, it may grow big, green, and beautiful, but produce very little fruit. Because beautiful leaves do not always mean a productive tree. Pomegranate loves strong sun. It loves drained soil. It loves low drama. It knows how to close its pores to lose less water, and it can work in soils where other plants cannot access nutrients well. And the fruit is a jewel, hard skin outside, red, shining seeds inside, full of life. Pomegranate teaches this: protection outside, richness inside. Now, if pomegranate is strong, olive is a teacher of patience. The olive tree can live for centuries. There are ancient olive trees that survived wars, droughts, climate changes, and still keep producing. Think about that. Some trees you plant for next year's harvest. But olive is a legacy tree. It likes limestone soil, rocky ground, dry land, and low organic matter. Soil many people would call bad. But for olive, that soil is home. Its roots can search for water deep underground. Its thick bark protects the tree, and even after hard pruning or damage, it can regrow with amazing strength. That is resilience. And when it produces, it gives olives, oil, good fat, ancient and valuable food. Olive is not for people in a hurry. It is for people who understand time. Planting an olive tree is saying, I am thinking beyond myself. Now comes a tree not many people talk about, but it is powerful for difficult land. American persimmon. Many people know Japanese persimmon, the common one found in markets. But American persimmon is a different kind of strength. It grows in sandy, acidic, poor, dry soils, even in places where many fruit trees refuse to stay. It is rustic, resistant, and able to produce sweet fruit in complicated land. And this is what I like. Some trees do not need you to fix everything first. They go in first. They hold the land. They show that life can still come back there. American persimmon can be one of those pioneer trees. The fruit is rich, sweet when fully ripe, full of nutrients, and the tree can handle much more than it looks like it can. But be careful, persimmon has its time. Eating it before it is ripe is an experience you do not forget. Even in its flavor, it teaches patience. Now we go to a tree many people still do not know well, Jujube. In China, Jujube has been respected for thousands of years. Not only because of its flavor, which tastes like a mix between apple and date. It was respected because it produced where other plants failed. Alkaline soil, dry soil, sandy ground, strong heat, heavy cold. Jujube can handle all of that. It has small leaves, loses little water, and its roots use even the smallest rainfall. It is a tree built to survive extremes. Its fruit is very nutritious and can be eaten fresh or dried. When dried, it becomes like a small date, sweet and full of energy. For anyone with dry alkaline soil and a difficult climate, Jujube deserves much more attention. It is the kind of plant that seems to say, do not give me luxury, give me ground and sun. Now comes a tree that does something very special. Elderberry. Many people do not even think of elderberry as a fruit tree, but it is powerful. It likes places other trees avoid: wet soil, low areas, heavy ground, and places that hold water. While many roots rot in excess water, elderberry can handle those conditions better. And more than that, it improves the environment around it. Its leaves fall and feed the soil. Its flowers attract pollinators. Its roots help move the earth. It turns a problem area into a more living place. The flowers can be used in syrups and teas. The berries, when prepared correctly, are valued for their dark color and antioxidant compounds. But here, respect matters. Do not go eating raw parts without knowing how to prepare them. Elderberry requires knowledge. A strong plant asks for respect. Now we come to a tree many people see but do not value enough: Loquat. Loquat is elegant and rustic at the same time. In some countries, the fruit is valued, sold at high prices, and treated almost like a fine fruit. But the tree itself is a warrior. It can handle acidic soil, shallow soil, rocky ground, urban backyards, irregular drainage, and some neglect. And it has a beautiful advantage. It produces in a different season than many other fruit trees. When many trees are already finished, Loquat arrives with yellow, sweet, slightly tart, fragrant fruit. That matters for anyone who wants food across more of the year. A smart orchard does not produce everything in the same month. It spreads the harvest. Loquat fills that gap and gives fruit when few other things are producing. It also grows fast, gives shade, attracts life, and does not demand perfect soil. Now we arrive at a fruit almost unknown to many people: serviceberry. In cold regions of North America, this plant was important food for indigenous peoples and explorers. It handles extreme cold, acidic soil, rocky ground, slopes, wind, and low fertility. It is a survival plant. The fruits are small, dark, and taste like blueberry with a hint of almond. They are good fresh, dried, in jams, or in homemade preparations. In many places, it is still not well known, and that is why it deserves attention. Because this teaches something important. Not every good tree is famous. Sometimes the best plant for your land is the one almost nobody is talking about. Now we come to one of the most underestimated of all: cornelian cherry, also called Cornus mas. Cornelian cherry is ancient, very ancient. In parts of Europe and Asia, rural communities used it for centuries. It grows on rocky hillsides, limestone soil, alkaline soil, poor ground, and cold places with little organic matter. And still, it flowers early, sometimes while snow is still on the ground. That is nature's courage. While other trees wait for spring to arrive safely, cornelian cherry has already begun. Its fruits are small, red, tart when young, but sweeter and more complex when fully ripe. They can be used in jams, drinks, sauces, and traditional foods. And they are rich in vitamin C and antioxidant compounds. For anyone with limestone soil, rocky ground, dry slopes, and cold weather, cornelian cherry may be an answer few people know. That is why I love forgotten trees. They are not fashion, they are solutions. Before we close, let me give you 3 quick bonuses because some plants take resistance to another level. The first is carob. It grows in dry, poor, rocky soil and handles strong heat. Its pods can be used as food and as a cocoa-like substitute in some preparations. It is a dry climate tree, made for places where water is a challenge. The second is sea buckthorn. It grows in poor, sandy, cold, windy, and even salty soils. It produces orange fruits rich in nutrients and valued in many parts of the world. It is a plant that seems to love what other plants hate. The third is prickly pear cactus, especially in dry regions. It is not a common fruit tree, but it is one of the most resistant food plants on Earth. It handles heat, drought, weak soil, and can be used in many ways depending on the species and region. These plants remind us of one thing: nature always has an answer for the right place. My people, the big lesson of this video is simple. Do not force the land to become what it is not. Observe first. If your soil is dry, choose a drought tree. If it is wet, choose a tree that tolerates water. If it is rocky, plant something that knows how to live among stones. If it is alkaline, do not force acid-loving plants. If it is acidic, find trees that thrive there. Modern gardening often teaches people to correct everything. But old growers knew how to choose better. They looked at the land and asked, "What wants to grow here?" That question changes everything. Now, at the end, I want to know, what kind of soil do you have in your backyard, farm, or land? Clay, sandy, rocky, dry, wet, acidic, limestone? And which one of these trees would you plant first? If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who thinks nothing can grow on their land. I'm Zion, and I believe even difficult land can feed a family when we plant with wisdom. Blessings, my people. I'll see you in the next video.